one of my Patreon members sent me a load of tools. Everything on that shelf, which I'll go through in just a second, and then also a headline aiming kit. So, ring compressors for the different series, some installers, seal installers, bearing installers, gear pullers. A lot of this is like a blower for the blower, removing the gears on the blower and stuff like that. Bunch of really nice tools for sure. Okay, this is very hard to do with one hand. Nice stuff. A lot of this stuff is Kent Moore stuff too, the other stuff. Okay, I gave up with one hand. Snap on. It's for measuring the caster wheels. There's a hone and a whole bunch of hones. Tachometer. So, thanks to Brandon for that. That was awesome. Quite the haul there. Just a little update about the solar. So it's a few days before December, so the end of November right now. We've been hitting 100% every day still. Our power usage is actually very small. So this is a good time of the year, or just we're in a good climate where during the day we don't have to run the air conditioning. So we've been running the heat at night with the electricity using the mini split as a heat pump. And that keeps the bus really warm inside. And we just set another fan in there to help circulate the air. That's the only downside to it, is it is really designed to really just heat the front of the bus the best. So we put a fan in the back to just circulate air, but it does real good. Couple mornings I've kicked on the little diesel heater just to warm up the back bedroom a little bit. But it wasn't necessary to do that. I could have just turned the other heater up, but I just wanted it warmed up quicker. We've had several nights that have been below freezing a little bit and no issues with anything there. We have the waterbed heater underneath the fresh water tank in the bay there that heats that bay, and I can control that. It's got a smart plug on it, so I can control it with my phone remotely too. But right now I expected that we would be using that diesel heater a lot, and just not thinking about the power consumption is very low. So even though the days are getting shorter, we haven't had any issues. The golf cart, I will probably, like in December and January, not be able to charge it as much off of the bus, but I have a power outlet just right over here that I could hook up to for the golf cart instead. But I have currently been charging it off of the bus because we have a surplus of energy. There's no shade or anything, and the trees that are here, you can see it's late in the day right now. But yeah, so the days are getting shorter, but we're still getting plenty of sun, and the solar is working great. Better than actually I thought it would be at this time of year. So I'm curious to see where we're going to be at the end of December. Because we don't have to run the heat during the day right now, because as long as it's sunny out, even if it's like 50 or 45 degrees outside during the day, which that's kind of the normal high temp around here. And if it's sunny out, then the bus gets warmed up to 60 degrees or so just from the sun. The solar heating, it does real well with that. So I think we're going to be okay this winter without having to rely on other power. We did get that load of AstroTurf. It's from an old football field, and it's got that little rubber dirt stuff in it. Super heavy. It's 7.5 foot long by 50 feet, or 7.5 foot wide by 50 feet long. And that's going to go over on the dog run just to give him something where he's not in the dirt all the time. I think it's going to do real well. It was $160 for that roll. but it's very heavy. It weighs 1,100 pounds. Gonna have to get the neighbor's tractor and a fork to get it out, and then I'm not really sure how we're gonna unroll it. We'll see how that goes. But I think the tractor, once it gets started, I think we can maybe push it with the tractor to unroll it. It's gonna be a challenge, that's for sure, though. But that'll be good for the dog. So in the container now, we have the full-size refrigerator freezer set up, so Kelly's got extra storage for that. And my press is set up, parts washer is set up. So it's starting to get a little bit full. Oh, I got my inversion table so I can hang upside down and help my back out. But yeah, the container's starting to get stuff in it, and we're gonna get another one here soon to get more of the stuff from the house down here. But it's nice to have that. Kelly loves having the extra storage from the refrigerator.